Welcome back. So glad that you joined me. When was the last time that we actually looked back as far as where we've come from? Too often we want to say, well, it's the here and now and it's the future and what's going to happen that we need to be focused on. And I'll give you that. That is true, but it's important for us to understand our past and what's brought us to this moment. For the very simple reason that if we don't know what brought us to this moment, we're not going to understand why we're in the situations we are now, and even more, the groundwork that's been led and built up for the future. A lot of the problems that we've caused for ourselves, problems that we're causing for others, are because of the decisions and the groundwork that have been made by us, by our ancestors, you name it. The things that have already been laid down are going to affect us now and in the future. The Bible's good with painting that picture so that we're able to more fully understand what happened in the past and why we're living in the situations that we are now. God continues to remind us that while the future is, let's back up just a moment. While the future is what is to come, the past needs to be in the past, but we need to remember how we've gotten here. More important than that, we need to remember how God has led in our past so that we're ready to continue on in the direction that He's pointing us to both now and in the future. Today's verse that we're taking a look at comes from John chapter 1 and verse 6. It says this: There came a man sent from God whose name was John. Very short concept where the Apostle John introduces us to John the Baptist. There was a purpose for everything that John the Baptist did. And there was groundwork laid from even before anything ever was to make sure that at the right time, his work would be able to be accomplished. Whether we think about that or not, it's true for us. God has laid everything out to the letter, to the number, to the situation. Our question that needs to be answered is, what are we doing? How are we allowing God to take hold of the reins in every situation so that we're able to fully serve Him no matter what's going on? Now, as we continue on, let's let that be our prayer, to allow God to fully control, to allow Him to do what's needed so that it's not just that we're doing things in the here and now, but we're making it easier for future generations as well. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to study God's Word together. God bless.